Hey guys, welcome back. So I am really excited. I've got a bunch of like new to me stuff. Some is new for everybody and most of it is new to me. So let me show you what it is. I have a bunch of Polite Society stuff that I have never heard of before in my life. This is like a brand I've never heard of. So I ended up getting the Polite Society More Than a Pretty Face foundation. It's like a skin caring foundation, it says. Then I got the Polite Society Universal Translucent More Than a Pretty powder. It looks really cute. I can't wait to try it out. I also got these Polite Society little blush sticks. I got a couple of these and I'm super excited to try them out. I got the Polite Society mascara and I've heard really good things about this one. I'll show you the wand really quick. I really like the packaging for it too. It's kind of like an oval shape. And so like ergonomically in your hand, it feels really good like as you're using it. I like the way it feels and it just makes it kind of easier to use. I got the new Chanel, the illuminator, the fluid highlight, like whatever you want to call it. Fluid and lumineux, if you want to get real French about it. And lumineux. So I got that. And what else is new? Oh, I got the MAC Acting Natural Maximal Matte Lipstick. This is from their new like nude collection. So this is the end result. And now let me show you how I got here. So let's hang out and play around with this makeup for a bit. All right, so first I want to start off with my perfume of the day. I love to just kind of spritz that on before I start getting ready. And then that way I could like smell it as I'm getting ready and it just makes me feel good. And that's just how I start my day. So today I'm going to use the Molecule 1 plus Patchouli from Eccentric Molecules. I like a lot of their stuff. I don't love all of it, but I do love this one in particular. And it's so simple. I feel like there's like two different notes of patchouli and then ISO E Super as notes. And that's it, but it smells like so much more than that. And that is what I love about those like synthetics like Ambroxan, ISO E Super, things like that. It's such a simple thing, but it smells a little more complex than what it actually is. So, okay, I'm not making a perfume video, so I'm just gonna spritz that and get started. It's pretty strong, so I'm just gonna spritz it under my shirt. And then that way I could kind of smell it throughout the day and it's not offensive to anyone. All right, so let's get started with the Polite Society More Than a Pretty Face Skin Caring Foundation. I'm gonna shake it up really well. I feel like a lot of people don't think of that when they're putting their foundation on, so shake it up really well. Now, there is like a whole story behind this. So first of all, I have never heard of this brand before, Polite Society. And I was in Ulta just kind of browsing and everything, and I saw this on the shelf and I was like, I never heard of this brand. Let me see what they have to offer. And I'm looking and my eye immediately is drawn to this color because it's fair but warm. As a light olive, I'm very pale, but I have these like warm yellow olive undertones, and it makes it so incredibly hard to find a color that actually matches. I've come to terms with the fact that I'll never find a perfect match, but I could come close, or I could try. I could at least try, okay? So I'm taking swatches on my hands, I'm like blending it out, and I was so impressed with this one. And I see like one of the Ulta employees like walking around, he comes up to me, he asks if I need help. And I said, hey, like, what do you know about this brand? I think I really like this, and do you have any? And because it looked like there was nothing really left on the shelves, and he got like a little weird, and at the moment I didn't really know why. And he's like, it's okay, but let me show you like some other better foundations, you know? And he started saying the NARS one, this one, that one. And I said, yeah, I have those and they're okay. I said, but this one actually matches me. And like, that is hard, you know? Because he was saying how he doesn't like this brand Polite Society. I don't know. I think it's maybe the ex-owners of Too Faced or something. And he was saying that he just doesn't like see eye to eye with them, like morally. He doesn't agree with them. I don't know the drama, you guys. I do not know the drama, nor do I know if I want to know. There's other things to worry about in this world right now, except for, you know, besides cosmetic drama. When I told him, like, okay, sure, stuff, you know, you don't like the brand. I was like, but it matches me. And do you know how hard that is? And he looks me up and down and he goes, oh yeah, cause you're an olive. Guys, I was stunned. Stunned, okay? Do you know why? Because I have been in the makeup industry for 2 decades and not once has anyone, even other people in the industry as well, like other makeup artists, ever acknowledged that I am an olive. And so like, I didn't even know I was an olive. This is like a journey I had to go on my own and find out what is going on with my skin tone because nothing was matching. Cool undertones were not matching. A lot of warm undertones were not matching. I had to, you know, I just had to try a bunch of different things. And so anyway, this one is the Very Fair Warm. And even though it says warm, I feel like it does run pretty olive. I just gotta say. So yeah, once he said that, once he acknowledged, like he said, oh yeah, cause you're olive, all was forgiven because I was ready to throw down with this guy. All right, I was like, dude, like this looks good. It looks like it matches me. And he's trying to, you know, put his like moral beliefs on me or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, or whatever, I don't care. And so now once he's like, yeah, you're olive, all was forgiven. I don't care, whatever. And I just ordered it online. All right, so it's actually kind of a good thing that they didn't have it in stock at that moment because unbeknownst to me, they were gonna have their 21 days, the Ulta 21 days of sale or whatever. And it's like every single day they have a different sale of 50% off. And so now my interest was piqued on this brand, Polite Society. And so I was like looking at more of their stuff and they were gonna be in part of the sale. Not the whole line, but like some of the stuff. So it was perfect timing because I think I had like a $15 coupon from Ulta, from Rewards. Thank you, Ulta. And then a lot of the stuff was on sale. And this is why I say don't buy products full price if you don't have to. Wait for sales, use your points, do what you can. We don't pay full price unless we absolutely have to, right? Okay, good. All right, so let me pump out on my hand right here and I'm gonna prime my brush. I'm using the Sonia G Jumbo Base Brush. I love this. She's amazing. Beautylish is about to have their gift card event where I think for like every $100 that you spend on their website, you get a $20 gift card, which is basically the same as having a 20% off sale. Whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever way you want to look at it, it's pretty awesome. So I want to definitely grab some more of her brushes. So that's why I brought that up. Okay, I'm gonna prime my brush. I'm gonna just kind of dip it into the foundation there. Prime it, work it in there really well. And then I'm just gonna apply this. So I'm just going over it with my beauty blender. I always do that after applying with my brush. I just kind of bounce on top of it to blend everything out really well. And I made sure while I was applying the foundation to run some over my ears, down my neck. That's always so important, just so that everything matches. I had my beauty blender damp before I came on, but it's getting a little dry. So I just bought this Tears Here Glossy Coating Mist, and I'm gonna try that on my beauty blender. Just dampen it a bit. Okay, so the foundation is applied. I forgot to say before I put the foundation on, before I got started, I obviously already put my eye makeup on, I put my brows on, and I put some color corrector on under my eyes before I ended up putting the foundation on and all that. So I just wanted to kind of like focus on the newer products, you know what I mean? So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna get real close, uncomfortably close for both of us. And that way you could see what it looks like by itself. I don't have any powder on top yet, nothing. It looks so good. I really like it, you guys. It's such a great color match. Like, look at that with my neck. That looks so good. I love how like luminous and healthy It looks so pretty. I love it. And it's like not too heavy. It's a little more coverage than I typically go for, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I like it. Okay, so let's try some of the other new stuff. The one thing, I mean, I'm excited about all of it, but I was so excited for this. This is the loose powder of theirs. It's called the More Than a Pretty Powder Universal Translucent Pore Minimizing Powder, Talc-Free Microfine. So I was actually interested in this after the fact because I saw, I think her name's Christina from the Lipstick Lesbians. So she has like a background in making the cosmetics for other cosmetic brands. That's like, I think what she was doing for a living before they became the Lipstick Lesbians. Anyway, what she does is she'll like make content where she walks into a Sephora or whatever and she'll pick out a product and she'll start reading off the ingredients and telling you what it is that she likes about it, why she's impressed with it, or why she's disappointed in it, whatever. And I love that. But she picked this up and she was saying how she's so impressed by this formula in particular. I think maybe she said there's like the most amount of something that any other loose powder has. So don't quote me on this, but I believe it was the amount of silica that was in it. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what she said. Anyway, I was really excited. So powder is hard for me because I am dry. But I want to be blurred, right? Like who doesn't want nice blurred, filtered looking pores? You know what I mean? So I'm so excited to try this out. Let's try it together. This is the first impression. I have not tried it yet. The only thing I did was in Ulta, in the store at that time, like 2 weeks ago. I took a swatch of it, like I put it on the back of my hand. It was so blurring. Oh my God, it was so blurring. So oh shit, I just got that all over the place. The joys of loose powder. So for the loose powder, I brought out 2 different brushes because like I said, I haven't played with it yet, so I don't really know what brush is gonna be best. So I brought out my double-ended one from Dibs. I'm gonna use this end. And then I also brought out my limited edition one from Refer. This brush was my foray into Fude brushes. If you don't know what it is, look it up because there's just not even enough time to talk about it in this video. But my God, it is just amazing. It's so good. And so it's made with, I think, gray squirrel hair and a mix of goat hair. And it is the softest thing I have ever touched in my life. It's the softest thing that has ever graced my face's presence, like amazing. So now I'm obsessed with Fude brushes. But if this doesn't end up working out for whatever reason, we'll go into this and see how that does. So I'm gonna put some into the cap and we'll go from there. Okay, let's see what it looks like. It's supposed to be like one of the most blurring powders ever. And I'll do just one side first so that we could see if there's a big difference. And I really went for it. I put it under my eyes and I like hardly ever do that. I'm always so terrified to put powder under my eyes because of how dry I am. So, oh my God, I'm so impressed. Woo! Oh my goodness. You guys, I can't wait to do a close-up for you so you can see what I'm seeing. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. It looks like I have a filter on my face. Okay, I'm gonna do a really close-up so you can see the difference. Hopefully it doesn't look too dry, but I'm just so excited about how blurred it looks. So this is the side with the powder and this is the side without it. So you see how like dewy this looks? No pores, like on it, well, I mean, there's pores, but they look a lot better, you guys. So what a difference. I'm excited about this. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side really quick. All right, so like I said, that's a first impression. So all of this is first impression for the most part. Some other new stuff I've tried before, and I could tell like this is gonna be messy, but I think it's gonna be worth it. So yeah, we'll see how it wears though. We'll see how it wears. That's where it is. It feels so smooth too. Like, that's so cool. Okay, so the next thing that I got is what was on sale from Ulta. So it was that like 21 days of sale. I mean, it's still going on, but these are no longer on sale. So I'm so happy that I got them while I did. Now I got 4 of these like little blush sticks. What made them so interesting is that it's not like a full-on cream blush stick. So it It feels like powder, if that makes sense. And it's the oddest thing. So it goes on just like it would like a cream stick, but it is like, it feels like a powder. So I'll do some swatches for you guys. And then I think I'm gonna actually end up using two. I think I'm gonna use one kind of as like a bronzer because it is more of a bronzy tone. And I think we'll use one of the other ones as blush. So this one is in the shade Sydney. This is the one that is more bronze to me. And I'll do a little swatch right there. And it just blurs out so beautifully. So that's Sydney. I'm gonna use that one as a bronzer. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, then I brought something else out as a bronzer, just in case. This is, I think, what I'm gonna use as the blush. This one is Malibu. So this is the only one in the line that has a shimmer to it. So it's kind of like a peachy coral with a kind of like a goldish shimmer. Kind of like their version of Orgasm, I guess, from NARS. And so I'll do a swatch right there for you guys. And that's what it looks like blended out. It's a really pretty shade. This one is called Paris, and this one is like kind of a warm, I don't want to say mauvey pink. I don't know, it's like a pink. I'll just show you guys and we'll go from there. They feel so trippy because you're expecting it to feel super creamy, but it's not a cream. It's a really pretty color. How would I describe that? Like a peachy pink, I guess. And then the last one was me just being an absolute maniac because this is a color I would never ever get. But I was like, you know what? Why not? It's on sale. It's half off. So this one is Los Angeles. And this is like a bright hot pink. Yeah, that is so bright. That is not something I would typically go for. But you never know, it might look good. Not with this makeup, I wouldn't pair it with this, but I think I can make it work. So I'll make sure, I'll see if I could take better swatches for you guys and put that into the video for you. Okay, so let's put some color on my face because I'm looking a little bit like a Tim Burton character. Not that I mind particularly, I'm here for all the Tim Burton characters. I would love to look like one, but I could definitely use a little bit of color in my face. So let's get that color Sydney. I kind of don't even know if I want to go in and just, or if I want to use the brush first. I'm going to use the other end of that Dibs brush, and I think I'll see how it goes first if I just kind of do that. Who knows if it'll even pick up though. I've never used it, so we'll see. Why is that looking so much pinker than I was expecting? That is looking a lot pinker than what I was expecting from the swatch. It looked so much more brown in the swatch. Okay, so I'm happy that I brought out an alternative just in case that happened, because it did, it happened. So I brought out my MAC bronzer in Radiant Light Rosy. So I'm just gonna dust some of that on first, and then I'll use that same brush from Dibs, just the other end that I used with the loose powder, just to add a little bit of bronziness. Okay, so that is with some of that MAC bronzer on. And then I think this time I will go in with the stick and see how that goes. So this is the Malibu shade. That's pretty. I'm just gonna kind of tap that out. Let me see if I could tap it out with my brush. That is pretty pigmented. That's a whole lot of blush for me right now. Whoa. These first impressions are a roller coaster ride, I tell you. I'm gonna try it on this side with my beauty blender. Okay, I just went and grabbed a different bronzer because I'm not liking how kind of pinky this is looking. I definitely wanted more like of a peachy type of a shade for my face to match my eyes. So I went in and grabbed my Pat McGrath Labs. So this is a little fair-skinned hack of mine. I wanted a bronzer that wasn't going to be too dark. Now this is technically like a almost translucent type of a powder for under the eyes, and I got it in deep, so it's clearly meant for a deeper skin tone, but because it's like such a sheer formula, I like to use it as a bronzer because it's not super pigmented. So I'm gonna go in with another fluffy brush. This is the BK Beauty 102 brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of warmth. Okay, that definitely warmed it up. I am really liking how that looks. So now I just need to blend around these edges a little bit. Oh, that perfume smells so good. Like I just smell it wafting up as I'm getting ready. It smells so good. I love it. Okay, so for the next product, I had to get myself, because I'm pretty sure it's limited edition from Chanel, the Fluid Illuminor in the shade Halo. I have never seen Chanel come out with anything like this before in the type of a shade that it is. It's like, it's a highlighter, or you could use it before your base. You could kind of do whatever you want with it, right? And so the color though is like this luminescent light pink, but with like this light green shift. What? Like, since when does Chanel do cool shit like that? So I'm just gonna shake this up, and today I'm gonna use it as a highlight on the cheekbone, but next time I definitely want to try it on before I put my foundation on, and I want to put it all over first and then put my foundation on and see how glowy it'll make my foundation that day. So I'm just gonna pump a little onto the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna tap a little bit on over here. That's a little bit more than a little. Okay. All right, I'm going to tap it out with my beauty blender. It's such a cool color. I love it. I'm so happy I got it. It's so unique. And I'm doing this because it blurred everything out of my skin. It was so matte. So this is just gonna put a little bit of like life back into it. I'll do like a little swatch for you guys. So there it is on my hand, and then I'll blend it out so that hopefully you could see a little bit of that like green shift that's in there. Yeah. It's so pretty. I really like it. Let's see what else. As far as the Polite Society stuff goes, I also got their mascara because the reviews were saying it's so good. So I just got the little travel size just to try it out. And this is the Polite Society Greatest Lashes of All Time mascara. And they only have black, I'm pretty sure. Either way, I got black. And I already put that on. I really like it. I think it's a really good mascara, actually. I do. So we'll see how it wears. We'll see if it flakes off or anything during the day. What did we do? So we did the Polite Society foundation, the loose powder, the cream blush sticks, which were, the colors were a little different than what I was expecting. So I'll play around with them a bit more and see how it goes. And I really like the loose powder so far. I really like the foundation so far. It's such a good match. And what else? They throw in a free Polite Pout glossy lip balm. Cutie, just a little cutie that they throw in there for you. And I had it on earlier, so just to like moisturize my lips. It wasn't anything super pigmented. I mean, I'll just put a little on so you could see in case you're interested. I'm gonna take it off because I'm gonna put a different lip on. So that's what it looks like on its own. It's pretty, and it feels really like thin and soft, like it doesn't feel sticky. And it's a nice color. It's not like this overwhelming pink. It's like, it's something I would wear. It's a pink I feel comfortable with, and there's not too many. So I'm gonna take this off and then throw on another lip. All right, so I took off the lip gloss that I just had on and bounced around my lips with my beauty blender just to kind of like remove any redness from rubbing at my lips that there would have been. And I brought out two lip colors because I wasn't sure which way I wanted to go with this. And also, ooh, so ColourPop just had a big sale too. I swear, man, these companies, it's like they all get together and they're like, yeah, we're gonna do this twice a year. We're all gonna have massive sales and break these people. I swear, that's what it feels like. So I got this from ColourPop. It's a little lip liner kit, and it was so inexpensive. Like, I can't believe, like, I feel like this, I don't know, like I got away with something. That's what I feel like. But I love all these colors. They're all like pretty neutral. There's a couple in here that I really love. They're so good. I don't know if you've ever tried the ColourPop lip liners, but they're fantastic. And the prices are unbeatable, really. So I am gonna go in with BFF, which I've never tried actually, even though it's like one of their really well-known shades. This is really pretty. So that's the liner by itself. And then I'm gonna go in, we'll see how this one looks. I just got this from MAC. It's the new Acting Natural matte one. It's from like their nude collection. Here's how it looks swatched. I love shades like that. So let's see how that looks with this liner. We'll see if it's a good match or not. It's such a good match. I like those two together. Yes, it's kind of giving like foundation lips, but I'm totally fine with that. I love to have more of a deeper smoky eye and just like a light grungy foundation looking lip. That's one of my go-tos. That's one of my looks. That's what I like. Is it trendy? No, but who cares? I don't know. I never follow trends. Actually, I just found out that the foundation from Polite Society was apparently, like, it went viral on TikTok, like, I don't know, maybe a year-ish ago. And I'm just now finding this out. So that's how much I care about trends. I'm just oblivious. I don't know what's going on. I truly just love to do what I like with all things. If it looks good on you and it makes you feel beautiful, do it. Don't do something because it's a trend. Okay, so we did lips, everything on the face. So like I said, I did just get this mist from Tier because it's super hydrating and I was really interested in trying it out. We'll see how that goes. But I did also get, while it was on sale, from ColourPop. I've never tried this before, but it's their Pretty Fresh Lock It In setting spray. So yeah, I've never used this before, but I was looking at the ingredients because I love the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And I like it because, again, I'm dry and it doesn't mattify me and it doesn't dry me out. Most setting sprays have alcohol in it and that is gonna dry me out. That is like not it for me. So I was looking over the ingredients online and I don't see any alcohol at all. And it actually has a lot of ingredients in common with the Charlotte Tilbury one at a fraction of the price. And I mean, since I'm in the industry, I already get a discount on Charlotte Tilbury. Like, I will just throw that out there in complete transparency. I have a lot of makeup, but I get discounts on almost all of it. And if I don't, I wait until there's a sale. So like the Ulta sale, Sephora sale, the Beautylish sale, you know what I mean? I wait for those sales. So yeah, this one, I don't know. It says it's waterproof and I don't know, it has a lot of claims and I'm excited to try it out, but I'm gonna save that for another day. I'm gonna try out this one, the Tier one, the Glossy Coating Mist. Now this one doesn't claim to be a setting mist at all. I actually originally bought it to dampen my beauty blender as I go along with my makeup. And so I am gonna do that right now. I'm gonna dampen my beauty mist and just kind of bounce it around. And then I'm gonna go in and spray a light misting of it. And if you were wondering what I have on my eyes, I had already put on the Natasha Denona Mini Biba palette. It's really pretty. I like it. There we go. I was trying to get it close to the camera so you could see. So I put that on and then I used the Victoria, the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal Liner in Cinnamon. And so that's what I have on my waterline, my top and bottom waterline. I put it a little underneath this bottom lash line over here and just the slightest bit right on the top and winged it out and just did that with my nail. I just did that on both sides and this is such a great color. When I first got it, the cinnamon shade, I was like, it's okay, it's whatever. But to be fair, I also had blue hair at the time, so I just kind of wasn't feeling it. But now that my hair is a lot more natural looking, I feel like it's a lot more flattering. So I am really liking this one now. I think that's it, guys. I think that was everything. I mean, I told you all about my story at Ulta with the employee and with Polite Society, and we tried on all of that stuff. I really like the powder. I love how blurring it looks. The foundation match, so good, amazing. The Polite Society blush sticks, I'm not sure about. I definitely need to play around with those. I was so beyond excited for those, you guys. Like, I don't know. No, you have no idea. I was really excited for those. And I don't want to say I'm bummed. I just got to play around with them and see how it goes. But I really like their base products, the foundation, the loose powder. I really like the mascara. It's really good. So far, very impressive. And what else? I used something else from them. What was it? Am I forgetting something? I don't know. Really like, let's see. Ooh, the Chanel highlighter. My God, it's so good. I love how like out there it is for Chanel. It's so different for them, and I want to see them like keep going further. Let's see how far they could go and just keep getting weird with it, you know? Yeah, the ColourPop lip liners, so pretty. I'll show you the other lipstick I brought out. I think it's a little bit darker. It's from Mob Beauty. It's their shade M3. I'll just kind of blot it off. Okay, so this is the Mob Beauty one. Oh, that's really pretty too. It's so pretty. Yeah, I mean, Mob Beauty, a lot of people sleep on this brand, but let me tell you something that you might not know about them. Mob Beauty is made, like the chemist is the chemist from MAC Cosmetics. Like it's one of the Franks that made MAC. So if you have ever been impressed by MAC, especially back in the day when they very first made it, you will love Mob. They have fantastic things. Their products are awesome. Everything is recyclable, biodegradable. Like I could go plant this in my backyard or something when I'm done with it, if I want to do that, you know? So yeah, and this is really pretty. I'll do a swatch of this, and then what I'll do is I'll put that next to the MAC Acting Natural so you could see the difference on my hand. So this one right here is the Mob Beauty one, M3, really pretty. It's kind of like a peachy tone, but with gray-ish undertone, like a desaturated peachy color. Really cool. And then this is the MAC Acting Natural. I'll put that right next to it over here. It's a lot lighter. Focus, there we go. Yeah, so they're very different, but I couldn't decide, you guys. I couldn't decide which one to put on. So I put them both on for you because I'm polite. Another new thing I got that I didn't show you because I did it before I was on camera was I got the new MAC Brow Pencil. Okay, wait, it's not new. It's new to me. I've used the MAC Brow Pencil for years. I worked for MAC for 7 years, a million years ago. So I've been using the pencil forever, but it's a new color and it's called Aubergine something. That's all you need to know, really. Genuine Aubergine. There we go. And I got it because I have a lot of like violet in my hair now, and I could not find anything to match my brows, and I feel like this is such a good match. It might be a little dark, but I mean, I don't know. It's either this or I go in with a purple pencil. You know, I don't know what else to do. For a while there, I was using this like brown purple powder like eyeshadow, and I was filling it in with that, and it wasn't bad, but this is a lot better, I think. Okay, so yeah, let me go see how this looks off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is what it all looks like. I just looked at it off camera. It's really pretty. I like it a lot, and I'm happy I did this. So remember when I said I'm gonna play around with these a little bit? So you saw me apply it by itself onto my face, like just like that, and then blend it out. I tried using the brush and the beauty blender, and then on the other cheek I like took the brush to it and applied that way. And these weren't bad, but I think that I found a slightly better way. So this is why it's best to play around with products. So I took my finger and blended it into the product, and I feel like that helps like warm it up a little bit. And then I applied it to my cheek like this, and now that's how I got this color. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. And this is the shade Paris. So I'm happy I did that. I mean, this is a perfect example of you gotta play around with the makeup. You gotta see what is gonna get it to work, because I have found, after being in the beauty industry for so long, most of the time when a product doesn't work for you, like assuming it's not like, you know, not a good color match or something like that, if it's like you don't think the product is working for you, I will say most of the time it is user error. It's not that the product is bad, and it's not that the product isn't good for you. It's just that you have not found the correct way of using it, or the right way of using it for you. You have to make products work for you. And so that's what I just did, and it worked. And you just, like, I can't tell you enough, like, you gotta play around with your makeup and find, you know, how it is gonna work best for you. So I'm really happy I did that, because I really like that color. It looks good. Yeah, I think that was kind of everything. So I'll wear this for the day and see how it wears. You know, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the foundation will wear nicely, that the powder is just gonna continue to kind of look like a filter, and see how it goes. yeah, so let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Let me know what kind of content you want to see from me, because I want to deliver. I want to give you what you want within reason. So yeah, let me know. And I had fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.